Hi, my name is Maddie Nappel. I am a theater teaching artist in King County, Washington, who specializes in working with very young artists and artists with disabilities. And this is my new video blog, Social Stories for Social Distancing. Today's social story is about saying hello and I love you to our friends and family while maintaining a safe social distance. Let's get started. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2020, and we are still in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Depending on which country and state you live in, you are probably practicing some kind of social distancing. Social distancing means doing your best to stay far away from, and not touch, people you don't live with. This makes it harder for the virus that causes COVID-19 to spread. We are still learning about how the virus spreads, but scientists believe it travels most easily through something called respiratory droplets. Here's what this means. When a person with COVID-19 coughs, sneezes, or breathes, tiny drops containing the virus can spray out of their nose and mouth. These tiny droplets travel forward and away from the person, but also because of gravity, they fall down to the ground. These droplets travel in an arc, meaning they can't travel more than 6 feet or about 2 meters away from the person who coughed, sneezed, or breathed. Scientists also think that the virus can spread through touch. Here's what this means. When a person with COVID-19 coughs, sneezes, or breathes onto something, for example, their hand, the tiny drops containing the virus can land on their hand and stay there. Anyone who touches their hand before they wash with soap and water for at least 20 seconds might get some of the virus on their own hand. If that person then touched their nose or mouth, the virus could spread to them. It's also important to remember that you can have and spread this virus without feeling sick. Because of how this virus spreads, it's very important to practice social distancing to keep ourselves, our friends, and our loved ones safe and healthy. Social distancing means 2 things. Number 1, staying a safe distance away from people that you don't live with. A good guideline is to stay 6 feet or 2 meters away. This is further than the respiratory droplets can travel. Number 2, keeping bodies and hands to yourself around the people that you don't live with. This means no hugs, handshakes, fist bumps, or high fives. Practicing social distancing is hard for me because I'm someone who likes to give hugs and be close to my friends and family. Is it hard for you too? It might be easy. Not everyone likes doing these things, and that's okay too. Here are some things I practice to make my social distancing easier. I use Skype, FaceTime, and voice calling to stay in touch with my friends and family. I can use technology to say hello and I love you while maintaining a safe social distance. When I see someone that I love in person, I can remember that staying 6 feet or 2 meters away is safer for both of us. I can use my words to say hello and I love you. There are other ways I can say these things too. I can use sign language. I could wave my hands. I could bow my head. I've also seen people touch their elbows or their feet, which is much better than hugging or shaking hands, but still not as good as staying 6 feet or 2 meters away. Physical touch can help us feel safe and loved. So you might still really miss being close to your friends and family. Remember, it is still safe to touch someone you live with if they say it's okay. It's also still safe to hug pillows, stuffed animals, or other toys, and to wrap yourself in a heavy blanket. These things can help you feel safe and loved while social distancing. They certainly help me. That brings us to the end of this social story. To recap, Number 1, the virus that causes COVID-19 can spread between people who touch, or get close together. Number 2, to protect yourself, your friends, and your family, you can practice social distancing. Number 3, you can still say hello and I love you to your friends and family by using technology or communicating while staying a safe distance of 6 feet or 2 meters away. Number 4, you can still find ways to get physical touch while social distancing, whether it's asking for a hug from someone you live with or wrapping yourself in a heavy blanket. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you have suggestions of content I missed or other accommodations I might implement to make these videos more accessible, please let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe.